Hey everybody. Yes, I know, you're probably thinking to yourself, where's the intro to the video? Well, it's coming up. Trust me, it'll be there in just 1 second. But before the intro to the video, I did have one announcement that I need to make that is extremely important. So please pay close attention to what I'm about to say. I received an email from CureSMA the other day, and they're saying that Medicaid and Medicare are planning on making some changes with regards to how they fund the Spinraza treatments. And they're doing this in 11 states, one of which is the state that I live in, which is Texas. So CureSMA asked that we send an email to the representative that's responsible for making this decision. And so what I'm going to do is, even though I normally do my videos on Sunday, which I'll continue doing, under this circumstance I decided that I'm also going to do a video tomorrow, which will be Monday. So please check back to my YouTube channel on Monday and watch the video that I'll have up, and I'll probably have it up somewhere around anywhere from between 2 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. So please be watching for that because I need your help. I'm going to list everything that we need to do to send an email to this representative asking them to please make sure that this funding includes everybody, whether they be a child or an adult. And it doesn't matter what type of SMA that they have, types 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're talking about limiting coverage with regards to certain aspects of the Spinraza treatments. And that's something that we need to nip in the bud right now. So I'm going to go out to my website and also create a page. And if you go under the More tab, you'll find an option for CureSMA email. And within that page, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And I'll also explain in the video itself. So please check back on Monday and please help me by sending an email. Whether or not you are on Medicaid or Medicare, I don't care if you have private funding. It doesn't matter. You can still help those of us that do have Medicaid and Medicare to ensure that we all get the coverage that we deserve. Okay, so back to your regularly scheduled programming. Hey everybody, welcome to the SMA Journey 51 blog. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to be giving everybody an update with regards to my physical therapy, how I'm feeling, and really what's been going on with me over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Over the last month or so, the videos that I produce have shown other pharmaceutical companies and their ongoing clinical trials for the treatment of spinal muscular atrophy. And I think the number of choices that we're going to be presented with in the not-so-distant future is going to shock everybody. Now, what do I mean by not-so-distant future? I'm talking about a year, year and a half, maybe even 2 years down the road. But while this may seem a long time to wait, if you think back about 2 years ago, we really had no choices at all. It wasn't until Biogen and Ionis created Spinraza that we really had any kind of a treatment that we could talk about. Now, with these other pharmaceutical companies and their clinical trials, hopefully when they become fruition down the road and they go through the FDA approval process, we'll have a lot more choices that we can speak to our doctors about. So I'm really excited about our future, and I hope that you're as excited as I am. I'm also speaking to these other pharmaceutical companies and building some relationship with these representatives. And I talk to them about once a month or once every other month, and while they really want to share a lot of information with me, unfortunately, they're not allowed to do so. Again, it won't be until these clinical trials go all the way through the FDA approval process. It'll be at that point that they'll be able to share more statistical data. But I'm going to continue calling them, and as soon as they give me an update, I'll make sure that I share the update with you. So what's been going on with me? Well, really, to be honest with you, not much. I'm still working out with Laura each and every Thursday at her facility, and we work out for about an hour to an hour and a half each time. We're still doing the resistance band training on my core, which is my abdominals, my obliques, and my back muscles. And probably about 2 months ago, when I started the resistance band training, I started out with the yellow resistance band. Now I'm using the green, the blue, and even the black resistance band for all of my workout. So I'm really encouraged, not only at the fact that Laura feels that I'm getting strong enough to increase the amount of resistance, she's also increased the number of reps that I'm doing for each and every exercise. So my core strength is definitely improving. My right arm is still extremely strong. I'm able to get my hand up to my mouth without any difficulty at all. And I guess the part that I'm excited about is that the physical strength that I've gained since I started my Spinraza treatments, I've kept. I'm not getting any weaker, which tells me that the Spinraza treatments are doing something to me, if anything, probably just leveling me off, to where the strength that I am gaining, I'm not going to lose. So I really feel blessed. Now, a couple of months ago, I showed you some pictures regarding my physical therapy and the resistance bands that we were using. But I did another video that's about 3 to 3.5 minutes long, where I update not only the physical therapy and the resistance bands that we're using, I also go into a little bit of a detail about the number of reps that I do for each exercise. So take a look at that video, and afterwards I'll come back and I'll give you a few final thoughts. In these pictures, Laura and I are working on my side-to-side exercises using the green resistance band. After she puts the resistance band around me, I'll lean over to the right side, and then she'll pull me with enough force to bring me back into a seated position. The objective of this exercise, for me, is to come back into a seated position as slowly as possible. The longer that it takes me to come back to a seated position, the longer that I'm making these side muscles fire and activate. And we do both the left and the right side, but I only took pictures of me doing the right side. We do a total of 3 sets of 30 reps for a total of 90 repetitions. And again, we do this for both the left and the right side. And by the time we're finished, my side muscles are screaming. In this exercise, Laura is using the blue resistance band around the middle portion of my back. She'll pull with enough force to try to make me lean forward. And the objective of this exercise, for me, is to keep my back against the backrest of my chair. Now, if Laura was to remain directly in front of me for this exercise, I could do it without much difficulty at all. But she'll move from my left to my right side as we do these exercises, which forces my abdominal muscles and my back muscles to keep me centered in my chair without leaning forward. We do this for a total of 2 minutes, and we'll do 3 reps, so a total of 6 minutes. And trust me, after 6 minutes, my abdominal muscles and my back muscles have received a great workout. In this exercise, Laura is again using the blue resistance band, but instead of it being in the middle portion of my back, like it was in the other exercise, she'll move it up to where it's level with my chest. Once it's in the proper position, she'll pull with enough force so that it forces me to lean forward. And once I'm in the forward position, the objective of this exercise is for me to lean back to put my back against the backrest of my chair. You could call this a modified back crunch. Once my back is against the backrest of my chair, I'll lean forward and I'll repeat this step until all of the repetitions for this exercise have been completed. And like the other exercise, Laura will not necessarily stay directly in front of me. She may move to my left or to my right, forcing me to not only utilize these muscles to complete the exercise, but it makes it more difficult for me to remain centered in my wheelchair. We do a total of 3 sets of 30 reps, totaling 90 repetitions. In this exercise, Laura is now using the black resistance band for my modified crunches. She'll put the band around the top portion of my chest, and then she'll let me lean forward as far as possible. Once I'm in the forward position, she'll then pull back with the resistance band with enough force to where it forces me back up into a seated position. Once I'm in the seated position, I'll then use my abdominal muscles to lean forward to complete the crunch type exercise. Once I'm in the forward position, I'll then let the resistance band pull me back up into a seated position, and I'll repeat this process until all of the repetitions for this exercise have been complete. The black resistance band is the most resistant band that you can use, and it does add a degree of difficulty to this exercise. We do a total of 3 sets of 30 repetitions, totaling 90 reps. And I will say that when I'm done, I really feel like I've had a great workout. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed the updated video regarding my physical therapy. Also, don't forget to check out my website at www.smajourney51.com. I'm trying to keep all of the updated information regarding these other pharmaceutical companies and their ongoing clinical trials in one central location. And if you go to my website, you'll see an option that says Pharmaceutical Companies. If you click on the drop-down menu, you'll see all of the choices that we've discussed in the past, and all of this information will be updated and at your fingertips. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody has had a wonderful week. God bless you. And until next time, bye-bye.